Oh, this next one's called Bread and Wine. Yeah, this one's autobiographical, sort of. It's also sort of part of the, the macro story of, communion. When the Lord says, take my body, take my blood. It's broken for you, so you can be healed. And it's the ultimate sort of like sharing in his suffering and also in the joy, And that, I think, as a man, has been like the hardest lesson of my life, Learning to have others not just share in my joys, but share in the suffering. I think there's a sense in which we sometimes want to talk about suffering in past tense. I know when I'm in the midst of it, I often want to get away from people and not let them see me when I'm like that. Take off to the woods, to the mountaintop, or more realistically, to the back room with a cup of coffee. So a glower that says, don't bother me for a little bit, But being married, it's this. I have a wonderful wife, Michelle, a really sensitive woman, who she's had to learn the key of how to get into my heart, because I tend to push people out when I need them most, And that was initially the deepest lesson, was getting married, and you can't hide the deep parts from this person that you're in such an intimate relationship with, So that was the first part of the lesson, but then it just continues. Like so many things we learn in life, it's not an isolated thing. It's a way of reaching its tentacles into all parts of our life, into friendships and music. That it's been this sense of learning to invite people in, not just to the joys, of doing something, but also into the failures and inadequacies and the broken parts where you feel real faulty and inadequate and stupid, Because really that's it. You just feel stupid, humiliated. Humble, not in the good sense, but just sort of humiliated that But then inviting people into that, If they're truly friends, they'll love you more for it. And if they run away, do with that what you will. Maybe you don't need them in the first place or something. But truly, friends will come into that place and help carry you. And so I've become convinced that there are certain things that get architected into our lives that we can't make it past without people. To link arms with, to share in the joys and in the sufferings, that we can't even work through some thresholds, be it emotional or physical or mental or spiritual, without people coming alongside you, helping lift you past those. And I know that from experience. So that, it took years to write this, and it took years to sort of understand that. So this is called Bread and Wine. Everybody needs someone to hold on. Take my hand. I've been a lonesome man. Took a while to understand. There's some things we can't live without. Man, so prone to die. Faithful loved ones or friends. So give it just a little time. Share some bread and wine. Weave your heart into mine, my friend. Thank you.